We are kicking off another week of Coach's Corner with a chat between End Zone host Bill Shanks and Coach Chris Oxford. He heads up the football program at Central Fellowship Christian Academy. Take a look.
The Central Fellowship Lancers allowed 34 points per game last year, but that could be improved this year with a pretty good group of linebackers. Chris Oxford is the head coach, and he joins us here in the Coach's Corner. You know, when you have a couple of guys there in the middle that have some experience, that's always very important, particularly when there are questions behind them in the secondary. But let's talk about your three linebackers you'll be counting on.
I got Ezra Hargrove returning, Brandon Causer returning, and Tyler May. All three of them last year played the entire season almost. And I'm really looking at them as not only as linebackers, but leadership this year. And got a lot of speed at linebackers. Got a couple more guys that have transferred in. Zach Peaster is going to be playing linebacker. And I'm going to move Jake Wells down to a linebacker position this year. So
some depth.
Some depth.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Pretty good right there.
Oh, absolutely.
You smiled when you said that word.
Yeah, it's not often that we can say that we got depth. But this year I think we're going to have some.
All right, how about on the line of scrimmage? How's that looking?
Looking good. I got a couple of, we're going to probably average about 220 pounds on the defensive line. I got some guys returning this year that I think is going to do the job for me on defensive line and keep those guys off of my linebackers so my linebackers can make the plays.
All right, but the secondary is the area where you really need some help this year, right?
Right. Last year my entire secondary left. So I got a couple of young guys that came in this year, not experienced, but I got a lot of speed and are willing to learn. And I'll see some great things out of them. It might take a couple of games to get their feet wet, but I think they're going to do fine.
Is this a situation where this new group, I mean, you've got a lot of new players here, some transfers, offense and defense. Might we need to wait until October to kind of see where your team is?
I don't know, because these guys that are transferring in have played football. The new guys are hungry, and with the 4-6 season last year, I think this year's going to be something special.
All right, 1AA. How tough is this region?
Tough, because we got John Milledge in there, Gatewood, Briarwood, Covenant, and Windsor, and all of them are pretty solid.
Yeah, and do you feel like, since you made that step from 0-10 to 4-6 last year, from a competitive standpoint, I know winning's all that matters, but from a competitive standpoint, are you more able to compete with those teams now?
Yes, I think some of the games last year that we weren't able to stay in, I think this year almost all the games we're going to have a chance on winning.
All right, well, the first game will be this Thursday. Yes, we can say this Thursday. Griffin Christian will be playing against Central Fellowship. Coach, thank you very much for coming in. Good luck to you this year.
Thank you so much.
I forgot the End Zone starts on Friday. Exciting. Well, tomorrow here on Coach's Corner, we're talking to Coach Eric Soliday with Perry High School.